right, so we are continuing with our big idea of knowing what numbers means helps us to use those numbers to solve problems. Our concept today, estimating as a strategy to check your work. So that means we are estimating after we have actually done the work to see if those answers are close. Connect section of Unit 2, Lesson 7 is what you're looking at. The students at Glenville Public School are raising money to build wells in Africa. The grade 5 class raised $3,432. The grade 6 class raised $2,180. How much did the two classes raise together? To find that out, we need to add 2,180, 3,432. In their addition here, Nate has decided to add each place value position. 2,000 plus 3,000 is 5,000. 1,000 plus 400. 100 plus 400 is 500, 80 plus 30 is 110, and 2 plus 0 is 2, then adding those up, 2, 1, 5 plus 1 is 6, and 5,612 is his actual answer. To double check whether or not his answer is reasonable, he's decided to use compensation. Compensation, remember, is rounding one number up and the other number down. So he's decided to round 2,080 up to 2,200. He's rounded 3,432 down to 3,400. And then he's added those to equal 5,600, which is really quite close to 5,612. So the sum, or the answer, is reasonable. It is probably correct. The next part of the question, which class raised more money? How much more money did they raise? Since 3,432 is greater, we already know that grade 5 class raised more money. Now we need to find out how much more. So when we're finding out the difference, how much more, we subtract. So we have to subtract 3,432 from 2,180. Here, this person used a number line to help them figure that subtraction out. 2,180 up to 3,180 is 1,000. 180 to 380 is another 200. 380 to 400 is 20. And from 400 to 432 is 32. Adding those up to find out our difference. That's a little bit unusual. You're probably used to using the regular algorithm, and we'll do one of those here. 2 minus 0 is 2. 3 minus 8, we know we can't take 8 away from 3, so we're going to have to borrow. 4 is going to become 3. 3 then becomes 13 because we're lending 10 to it. 13 minus 8, 5. 3 minus 1 is 2, and 3 minus 2 is 1. 1,252. Now, to estimate, to check that her answer is reasonable, 2,280 is closer to 2,220. So she's going to subtract 3,432 from 220. She gets 1,232, which is pretty close to 1,252. There's only a 20 number difference there. Her answer is reasonable. It is probably correct. Remember, we can also check if this is an overestimate or an underestimate. Because this number is larger than this number, the estimate is going to be less because now we're taking away. So we're taking away more than the actual. So our estimate is going to be less. All right, let's try the actual. 1 plus 2 is 3. 4 plus 9, so that's like 10 plus 3 is 13. Carry the 1. 1 plus 3 is 4. 4 plus 5 is 9. That's the answer I have. Now I'm going to use estimation to check, and I'm not going to use front end because that's not very effective. I'm going to use benchmarks to the hundreds place. 390. 91 would be closer to 90. 542 would be closer to 540. And let's add those. 0 plus 0 is 0. 9 plus 4 is 13. Carry the 1. 3 plus 5 is 8 plus 1 is 9. And 930. Yes, very close. I've probably got a correct answer. Taking a look at the next one, let's do the actual. 8 plus 7 is 15. I have to carry the 1. 6 plus 3 and 1. 3 and 1 is 4. 6 plus 4 is easy. 10, carry the 1. 7 plus 4 is 6 plus 4 plus 1 more. 10, 11, 12. Now to estimate 738, I'm going to use compatible numbers. 738 is pretty close to 740. 467 is pretty close to 470. Those both end in 0. They're easy for me to work with. I have to add those now. 0 and 0 is 0. 4 plus 7 is 1 more than 4 plus 6, which is 10, plus 1 more is 11. Carry the 1. Same thing here, 11, but I've got 1 more, so 12. 12,010. Oh, that's pretty close. Yeah, my answer is probably correct. All right, let's try our subtraction. 6 take away 7 I can't do, so I'm going to borrow from the 3. It's going to be 2. 6 becomes 16. 16 minus 7 is 9. 2 minus 4, I still can't take 4 away from 2, so I'm going to borrow again. My 2 is going to become 1. This 2 is going to become 12. 12 minus 4 is 8, and 1 take away nothing is 1, so that's my answer. Now I'm going to use a estimation strategy. What should we use? I'm going to use compensation. I'm going to have 1 go up and 1 go down. I'm going to have this one go up because it's easier to go up, and this one go down, so this is going to be 230. 47 I'm going to make up to 50. Subtract those. 0 take away 0 is 0. Can't take away 5 from 3. So 2 becomes 1, 3 becomes 13, 13 minus 5 is 8, and 1 minus is nothing is 1. 180 is close to 189. My answer is probably correct. All right, let's try our last one. 7 take away 8 is 1. 6 or 1 take away 5 is 4. And 6 take away nothing is 6. Now let's try our estimation to check if that's correct. 6, 17, and 58. I'm going to go with, I tried compensation, I tried benchmarks. Let's go compatible numbers. 617 is close to 620, and 58 is close to 60. So let's subtract those. 0 minus 0 is 0. Can't take 2 away from, or 6 away from 2, so I have to borrow. 6 becomes 5, 2 becomes 12, 12 take away 6 is 6, it's 5. Oh gosh, I've got a big difference there. Let's go back and take a look here. What could I have done and made a mistake there? 7 minus 8, oh shucks. I can't take 7 minus 8, I forgot to borrow. Common mistake, as you can see. Even I make that mistake. So let's go back. 7, 8 take away 7 can't do, so we're going to borrow. 1's going to become 0. 7 is going to become 17. 17 take away, now that's easier. 17, or not easier, but that can work. 17 take away 8 is 9, so I'm going to make this a 9. 0 take away, or 5 take away 0. 0 take away 5, can't take 5 away, have to borrow. 6 becomes 5. 0 becomes 10, 10, 5 take from 10 can be done, becomes a 5. I'm going to write it under here, cross that one out. 5 away from nothing is 5. 559, now that's much closer to 560. So there my estimating helped me realize that I'd made a mistake, which is exactly what we want to use that estimating for. All right, we are on to the concept practice. Again, you're practicing your skill. It will become homework. We will discuss it. Textbook, page 62, 63, numbers 1, 2, 6, 11, and 14. You are using estimation as a strategy to check, which means you have to do the actual first. And remember, your estimation is after you've done front-end rounding or compensation or compatible numbers. It cannot just be rounding the answer of the actual. You need to make sure that you, of course, show all work as evidence, or you will be redoing because you need to have evidence of understanding. Also, note, the unit test is happening soon. Show what you know will be next, and show what you know happens each unit. It is a review of all of the concepts for that unit, and you can start it as soon as you are finished. This and the exit slip. And again, in case you've lost your paper copy of the exit slip, or there is no paper copy of the exit slip, in case we're trying to save some paper, maybe that's what we'll have to do. Remembering you need your name, exit slip must be handed in, and your concept is estimating to check. Those should all be on your page. Remember to, as always, show all work as evidence of understanding. So I need to see all of that work happening to show that you do understand. Go ahead and answer those questions. How do you know your answer is reasonable is part of this question, so there must be an explanation. And remember, explanations need words. So you need to explain what you're thinking, how you know that your answer is close in words. Go ahead.